the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Pirates will get this season underway as toe meets leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Gets the back moving. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the East Carolina Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Makes a pass to Marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get
turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Pirates have this offense rolling.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Finds his man in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches
lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get in. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they scoop it up.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap and you're worried about the hold. But that time, they just overwhelmed the line up front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it Smothers. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. got it behind the line. It's Grimes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got his man across the middle.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time on target. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert effort through the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. It's been like a launching pad for that UCF offense today. Liftoff and touchdown on just about every series. They're up 14 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's O'Brien. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Balls and fired complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, ECU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He'll do it himself. At the 45, on his way. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Let's see what he can do with it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And the Pirates want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game. Going for it all. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides to back and leaves it. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. NC State quick to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
On the ground, it's Scott. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
The play-action fake. He lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a crease to the left. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Cole.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
NC State, East Carolina, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.